What is the process for forming a holding company if your trading company already exists? If you already have a trading company, you do not need to shut it down and start again. The process is normally to form a new company above it, which then becomes a holding company, and this is done by transferring the shares from yourself to that company. Now, this is typically done through something known as a share-to-share exchange, and if structured correctly, it can be done without triggering any tax charge. However, it needs to be done properly, because really what you're doing, although you're transferring the shares from yourself to a company, in the eyes of the tax law, this is deemed as a sale of your shares to a company. And usually on the sale of shares, there'd be a capital gains tax charge, and on the purchase of shares, there'd be a stamp duty charge. So in order to avoid triggering these two tax charges, you typically work with an accountant to write a statutory clearance letter to HMRC, justifying why there shouldn't be any tax charge on this transfer in this particular case. And then when you get approval from HMRC to do this without triggering any tax charge, we would then perform the share-to-share exchange just to make sure that you weren't going to be taxed on this transfer. So it's absolutely possible, but it's just a bit more complex than forming a standard limited company. If you want help with this, then just DM me and I can talk you through the full process and give you a quote in the DMs.